Hi people. In this video we're going to look at keywords, what they are, how to make them, how to use them, why they're going to make your life easier, especially as you research. Now this is part of a bigger series on academic research, especially academic research, so make sure you subscribe and then you can also check out the other videos. In a previous video I looked at how to generate a guiding question, and that's something that's going to keep evolving. From that guiding question, I got a guiding question something like, how should people protect dolphins? It's gonna get better over time, but this is enough to get me to my next step, which is to make some keywords. The reason that we need keywords is because the database search engine is just not as good at guessing what we want as the commercial search engines. The commercial search engines are fantastic at guessing what we want from just a few vague words because they're funded by a lot of advertiser money to constantly refine and improve their search engines, and they're fantastic. Database search engines are usually funded by part of the library budget, which is some tiny sliver of the taxpayer dollar of public money. So library database search engines are just not as good at guessing. They're perfectly fine at getting us good results, but we have to do a little more for them. Instead of just trying the first little phrase that comes to mind, I need to try several combinations for the database because I don't know what words the database will have my articles under. I know there are going to be credible sources in there, and I know I can find them, but I need some keywords. So keywords are another set of research tools, like your guiding question, that will improve your power to find information. Now, when I start out, my first couple of keywords I'm going to get from my guiding question. My best guiding question that I got so far is probably not great, but I've got how should people protect dolphins? Because I've done a little casual reading, and I think that most of the threats to dolphins are from people. Anyway, to find keywords, let's start with the nouns in my guiding question. I've got people and I've got dolphins. Then I'm going to think of all the related words and synonyms for each of those nouns that I found. And for people, I come up with humans and humanity. For dolphins, I'm stuck. I don't got a lot of other words for dolphins. I feel like I'm going to find some sciencey words eventually. Right? Now, the thing I'm going to do to improve my keyword list is I'm going to go to Wikipedia. Here in Wikipedia, I've searched for dolphins and I've got an article. And right away I see some keywords because they're in blue and they're linked. Here's a keyword, aquatic mammal. It's kind of broad. That keyword may not help me, or it might, it just depends. There may be too many articles that are not helping me if I search for that one, but it's worth putting in my keyword list. Here's another one, cetacea. There are different types of dolphins, and already I think protecting all the dolphins is probably going to be too big of a topic for me. So, when I think of dolphins, I think of, ooh, look, bottlenose dolphin. That's the picture in my head when I think of a dolphin. That's what I want to save, right? So first, I got a keyword, bottlenose dolphin, and second, I'm going to focus in on the ocean dolphins, Delphinidae. Right? If I wanted to, I could write a different research paper or take my research in a different direction by looking at a different type of dolphins. But I think those will work for me for now. In my Wikipedia article, and Wikipedia often has great facts that are really trustworthy, and I can see their sources, and I can tell those sources are trustworthy, but sometimes they're not. I don't want to use Wikipedia for facts, but they will tell me what people are talking about. Right? And I got some keywords about dolphins themselves, and now I want to look, threats. Dolphins have few marine enemies, right? And I don't think they need protecting against sharks. I think they've been doing okay there for a while. I think it's humans. That's what I want to focus on. Keyword might be endangered or extinction. More keywords might be pesticides, heavy metals, plastics, pollutants. Fishing methods, there's a potential keyword. Seine fishing, it might be that kind of net, I'm still learning. For tuna, it might be drift and gill nets. And then here's the word bycatch. Bycatch is not a difficult word. Bycatch is not a difficult science 5-syllable $2 word, but it is a technical term that's not in my vocabulary, and now I've got that as a keyword. So everything that I think might be helpful, I'm going to add to my keyword list. My keyword list got a lot better from looking at this Wikipedia article. When I take my keywords and my guiding question over to a database like NC Live, then I've got a lot more words that I can guess to help the search engine find articles that are helpful to me. I will also continue to improve my keyword list as I find one source that mentions more words. I'm going to just keep adding to my list. I'm probably also going to start a vocabulary list as I learn what the words mean. I'm going to define those for myself, and you can probably figure that if you had to look up the word and you're studying this topic and you're trying to help somebody learn about this topic, you're trying to make a recommendation where they need the facts, you're probably going to have to teach them some words too. You're probably going to have to explain some terms. And try not to use too many. To review, keywords help me help the search engine find me more sources that are actually useful to me, while not finding me very many things that aren't helpful to me. Right? So I want to use the keywords in the database because that's where my most reliable sources are. That way I don't have to spend a lot of time checking credibility. I can just only look at the most credible sources. More on that in another video, so make sure you subscribe.